I just wanna win on the low, like you making demands. I said, whoa. I just wanna win on the low, like ask me where I've been. I said, whoa. You making demands. I said, whoa. She wanna be friends. I said, no. I just wanna win on the low, ask me where I've been. I said, don't know. You making demands. I said, whoa. She wanna be friends. I said, no.
He's heating up.
Whoa, my soul is stuck between dark and the light. It's like playing some musical chairs. They kicked me out, so I started a life, made a bag that was bigger than theirs. I win and I lose and I win it again. I can see why they think that's unfair. We putting the work and we making them bends. To be honest, I don't
He's
really
heating
share.
up.
You rolling with hitters, I don't understand. You killing good people, that wasn't the plan. Round up the game, come get your mans. He's selling his soul for a couple of bands. I opened his eyes, lifted a hand. As far as you see, this is all in my land. Cause I've been through hell, then I came back. That's the one reason I don't give a damn. Whoa, devil knocked and I buzz him in. This is life with the son of man. Poured a drink, half a dozen in. Threw my head for a sudden spin. Sad story with my violin. All these problems start to pile in. All these peasants turn to violence. Two-faced, thought you had a twin. I just wanna win on the low. Ask me where I've been. I said, don't know. You making demands. I said, whoa. She wanna be friends. I said, no. I just wanna win on the low. Ask me where I've been. I said, don't know. You making demands. I said, whoa.
He's heating up.
She wanna
He's on
be
fire.
friends. I said, no.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Michelle Obama says pizza is a vegetable.
Go to the fucking gym.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
Swole Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testicles. Ooh. Welcome everyone to episode 21 hundo and 84 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gaincast, mancast, pimpcast, sleevescast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and your hoes? It's your boy Papa Swole, yo, back with another episode. In today's episode, the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everson K2 Flexin' on all you beast.
The fucking Catalina wine.
What's going on, famwise? How are we doing? Welcome to the Sleevescast. Happy Fef, everyone. It is fucking Friday, so let's get it started. What did you do this week or today to celebrate Fef? Now, today is a day that we remind ourselves. It's like a spring cleaning every single week. Delete, unfollow, unfriend, unsubscribe from all the bullshit and nonsense in your life. Today is a day to remind yourself that you got to clean up your environment. You got to clean up pillar number one. Clean your shit up. Not only that, we have a couple announcements. Not only do we have an accountability meeting coming up day after the day after tomorrow on Monday, but also right now, well, after today's episode, the end of today's episode, we got an overtime segment, Beaches. We got an overtime segment coming up that will stream live inside Swole TV, of course, as well as inside the private Telegram chat. So make sure that you are there for that. So right at the end of today's episode, we're going to shift over. You could join the Daily Swole Telegram chat, and also you can watch it in your preference if you prefer inside Swole TV. And we are going to have a couple exclusive videos to go over. It's going to be fucking awesome. So don't miss out on that. We got a couple awesome throwbacks. It's going to be fire. And we have a bunch of you that are already watching inside the Daily Swole. And don't you worry. I see you. I see you, Lacey and Tina. No worries. But I noticed that a bunch of you were just talking and having conversation. No big deal in the Daily Swole chat. Just make sure that you head on over to the SwoleFam chat, the Daily Swole, that just so you don't get confused. If you think that you're in the wrong chat, it's very easy to get confused and to head on into the different sections. So make sure you're in the Daily Swole chat if you want to, watch over there, if you want to watch over there for overtime or on the daily, because we're always streaming inside the Daily Swole Telegram chat. And if you want to learn more, you could check out SwoleNormusX.com. Join the fam today. So overtime segment coming up right after today's episode, and it's going to be fucking awesome. So be there. We are about to go hard. So get yourself ready, you sexy beaches. Are you ready? You got your bone broth, got your coffee. I don't know. It depends on where you're watching from. Got some beef tallow in my beard. My goodness. What'd you smash today? Drop down in the comments down below. And how are you celebrating Fef? Are you blocking out the noise? Are you cutting out all the bullshit in your life? I certainly hope you are. We have a very special card today. I think you're really going to like it. Let's summon the Falcon. Let's bust today's nut wide open. And let's get today started. Are you ready, Beaches? Let's fucking go. Falcon. Put some respect on it. Shut the fuck up and go to the fucking gym. Drop in the comments down below. Oh my God. STFU, GTTFG. Fuck yeah. Drop in the comments down below. And for a chance to win today's Swole card, we'll give that away at the end of today's episode. And reminder that we will be going into overtime right there at the end. So if you have not yet joined, links down below in the show notes for SwoleNormusX.com. Fam, it's time to moisturize. Let's get into that tip. Let's get into those SwoleFam posts. Are you ready, Beaches? Let's go. Babe, just an inch, just an inch. It's cold outside. Oh my God. All right, so what'd you smash today? Everyone's got the STFU, GTTFG. Oh my God. Steve, boring. Look, bro. Get the fuck out of the live stream. No one cares about your opinion. If you don't like the content, fuck all the way off. It's Fef, bro. It's time to Fef some people in the live chat. Jesus Christ. I love how people need to fucking air their vag in the live chat. If you don't like it, fucking leave, bro. It's fucking Fef. It's Fef. No one cares. No one cares. What's up, Cerny? Shannon got some bumper plates from a yard sale. Nice. Excellent. Yeah, I'm telling you, fam, Facebook Marketplace, offer up, start building out your home gym. Start building it out. Go and see. Look, one person's trash is another person's treasure. I'm telling you, so much of the stuff that I purchased for my gym was from just simply offer up. I mean, people are selling benches, people sell racks, people sell barbells and all sorts of stuff. I mean, there are some people that literally have their entire business on offer up or on Facebook Marketplace, and they source the workout equipment. And then they have like a warehouse. They'll have an entire garage or something. And they just have tons and tons of stuff. So if you see someone selling any of the products or anything that you like, make sure you click on their name and look at everything else that they're selling, or see if they have anything else that they are selling as well. So make sure you go and check that out, because there's always more. Usually someone has, they're selling a bar, they're selling plates, they're selling a bench, or they maybe have something else that they haven't listed yet. So make sure you click on their profile. I do that on OfferUp all the time, because sometimes it's not in the same section. So if they're selling a barbell, you click on their name and then you see, oh, they're selling plates, or they're selling a bench, or they say, hey, I have some other things I haven't listed yet. And then you get first dibs on that. So make sure you reach out too. All right, first SwoleFam post of the day. This one's from Adam inside the SwoleFam discussion boards under the nutrition pillar. And oh, man, it looks delicious. Hello, everyone. Just thought I'd share with you what I'm having for breakfast. Oh my God, looks delicious. Grass-fed ground beef topped with sunny side up, cage-free eggs, and mineral water. Looks fucking delicious, bro. Looks fucking good. How many of you put eggs on your beef? Nice. Very, very nice. Good for you, Adam. God, I love some fucking beef and eggs. I fucking love it. Oh my God, Brian. Brian. Oh my God, Brian. All right, let's read the post first, and then we'll check out the pictures, because the pictures are going to blow your fucking nips off. All right, Brian writes, happy Fef, everyone. Today I'm down roughly 70 pounds from the 235 pounds that I was at my largest weight. I've spent several weeks bulking and now cutting by reducing my calorie intake and keeping a better eye on my nutrition rather than eyeballing and risking relapse or weight gaining from too many bad food items. I've been incorporating more cardio to help with endurance also. I had to limit my high impact running to elliptical and walking because I strained my tendons in my left foot on the last 5K run that resulted in my best time ever. Feeling fucking phenomenal and ready to start this acting gig I have coming up, and I'm glad that I get to participate in it while being in the best shape of my life. Thank God for grass-fed beef, sweet potatoes, salmon, and most importantly, knowledge from reliable sources such as Swolenormous and the SwoleFam, just to name a few. Let's go. Go to the fucking gym, biceps and gorillas, sick fucking gains, and knowledge cock for days. Good for you. Congratulations, bro. Congratulations. Congratulations, bro, on the acting gig and also your amazing transformation. Brian, you're apologizing in the comments right now. It's fat phobic. It is fat phobic. Let's get some boos. We got a couple purple-haired yuppies that are upset about that. My feelings, it's fat phobic. I'm telling you, if you think that these posts are fat phobic, imagine thinking this is negative, right? Imagine thinking this is negative. Imagine getting like offended by this. Imagine thinking this is a bad thing to see. Look at these pictures in the bottom right-hand corner. You look like Fat Thor, bro. You literally look like Fat Thor. People call me Fat Thor because of the hair when he was like, drinking a beer and he was all out of shape and stuff like that. But look at that, man. Like your skin looks better. Your face looks better. You lost the beard or the extra beard, but you just look fucking sharp, dude. Lean, mean, and ready to get after it. Good for you, brother. Yow. I think we need a little bit more. If that's fat phobic, count me in, bro. Count me in. We need a little bit more of that. No doubt. Unfortunately, this country is not fat phobic enough. And of course, Cerny is flexing a little bit more of her swole card wall. Let's just put your hands together for Cerny flexing her cards. Indeed. And like we said the first time that she was sharing the cards, ignore everyone. Yeah. Indeed. Ignore everyone, Cerny. Look at those cards. I love the containers. I love the little frames, the black frames. That looks fucking awesome. That looks fucking awesome. I thought about the cards on my wall, putting just a few of them up and having frames all the way across, but I decided just to do the whole wall, just the standard way. I got to make the swole hole the same as it used to be. Trying to bring it up to the first swole hole quality, but Cerny, I love it. I love your little swole card wall. And we talked about it after we shared that post the first time. Make sure that you are posting your cards. Post your cards on your wall. Write your own cards. Make sure you're writing your own affirmations. Make sure you're staying focused. And we have our Smiling Christian Flex Friday, 4 a.m. sweat session. No excuses. We make time for what is important to us. Crush those goals. Set yourself up for success. Go into the weekend ready to conquer it and stay on track. #7 Pillars, SwoleFam, and Flex Friday. More gorillas.
Now, I am the danger.
Fuck yeah. Looking good. Looking good. Smiling as always. And in closing, I love this shit. L writes, ha ha ha, my swole pup Ruby getting some nap gains while I work out. The dumbbell was in her kennel to keep her from pulling on the bottom. She doesn't chew her kennel anymore, but she seems to like the dumbbell. Too bad, I'll be reclaiming it soon. Your puppy wants to make some sick fucking gains. Awesome SwoleFam post. It's funny because we have Pinkston Churchill we actually brought because it's hard for us to have Rufus and Pinky in the same room because they want to play with each other. They're 5 days apart. They're 5 days apart, but obviously Pinky is like 2 pounds, or I forget exactly what she weighs, but she's next to nothing. And Rufus is actually just weighed Rufus today, and he's 52 pounds. So he's a week. He's 4 months and we got him on the 21st. So he's like 4 months and like 1 week old. 4 months and 1 week, maybe a little bit more, almost 4 months and 2 weeks, almost 4.5 months. So he's 52 pounds. So he's gaining like a pound a day, which is fucking insane. So I weigh him every other day and he's been 2 pounds. He goes up 2 pounds and 2 pounds. So wondering when it's going to stop. We'll see. He's getting big, but anyway, they can't play together because his form of playing would kill her. So he's just like, he'll bite her or gnaw on her, but he doesn't really bite. He's just kind of like gumming her, but his teeth are so sharp. And if he just swats at her with his paw, he's too big. So, we put her in one of those little, playpens, and I had to put a kettlebell inside because he was trying to play with her. They play with each other through the screen a little bit. They're kind of like, and she's like, growling and stuff like that. But then he'll just push it in and just like pin her in there. So we have to put a couple like 60 or 70 pound kettlebells on the inside so he doesn't push it too much. But yeah, like he's a big boy. He scraped the shit out of me on my arm. You can't really see it too much. But I got to stop playing with him without clothes on because his claws are so sharp. So we got to get those claws trimmed, but he's big fucking boy. I'll have to update you with some posts. I'll have to take some more pictures and put them in the Telegram chat. Haven't even been taking a lot of pictures. It's just been a lot of work. It's been crazy, but I'll send you some updated pictures soon. Maybe today I'll do that. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Tina, from the Telegram chat. I'm still waiting for the episode 2169 Fef card. Oh yeah. Well, that probably hasn't gone out yet. That was just like what? That was like a week ago. Yeah. 2169. Yeah. They go out every couple weeks. So you'll probably get it soon. If it didn't go out yet, it's going out soon, but just be patient. We've been having some issues. There's still some issues with USPS and stuff like that. Sometimes they don't show up. So just be patient, but it'll come soon. If you just won a Swole card recently, they'll come soon. All right, let's take some questions. And remember, we're going into overtime in a little while, right at the end of today's episode, so don't miss out on that. The videos we're going to watch is fucking great. Fucking great. All right, if you got a question, drop in the comments, hashtag AskPapaSwolio, and we got a great card today. It's shut the fuck up, go to the fucking gym, STFU GTTFG. And like Nick says, not only that, we also have P3S3 dropping in 16 days. So very exciting stuff. Very exciting stuff. So much going on. First question here is from James Bars Sangus. Bars Sangus? James Bars Sangus? James Bars Angus? Papa Swole, I'm sticking to the gym and diet, but I can't get under to a BMI. I can't get down to a BMI under 23. Fasting work? Question mark. I'm not really. Look, BMI is good, but it's not really important when it comes to when you're training. It's not really the most important thing. BMI is decent for someone who doesn't exercise, but once you start building muscle, it's not really that accurate. So I'll be overweight or obese according to BMI for my height because of lean muscle mass. So it's really not that important once you start packing on some mass. I'm not sure, this is from Instagram, so I'm not sure, James, what your stats actually are, but fasting does work. I don't know if you're trolling me. Intermittent fasting definitely works, or fasting certainly works. Your body has evolved to not eat all the time, but it's more important that you're training properly and you're eating the right amount of, you're eating the right foods. So I'm not so worried about your BMI as I'm concerned about your other pillars, like your sleep, your hydration, what foods are you eating, what's your training like. You said you're sticking to your gym and diet. Obviously, this is a one-directional conversation because you're not watching live. So what does that mean? What are you doing for training? What's your nutrition like? That makes a big difference. You might be sticking to your diet, but what if your diet sucks and you're eating inflammatory foods that are causing you to be more stressed out and retain water and body fat and stuff like that? So definitely interested in some more context there, just some ideas. Yes, Annika, our dogs never had their nails done. Walking them on hard surfaces filed them naturally. Yeah, I walk him around. We have a whole area to walk him, and it's concrete and stuff like that. So that does help for sure. That does help. So no question about it. Either that but he also has these really sharp dew claws, like huge. He looks like a fucking raptor. No joke. He looks like he's straight out of Jurassic Park. So that doesn't get filed down. So that's something that needs to be like taken care of. But it is big fucking claws. Big claws. Big ones. Let's see here. Matt the Great, best part of a home gym is lifting naked. Can't do that shit at Planet Fitness. You can't do a lot of things at Planet Fitness. I don't think there's any gym, bro, that you can lift naked, aside from a home gym. So there's that too. I don't think Planet Fitness has anything to do with you not being naked. I think they do give you shit for wearing a stringer though, right? Don't they give you shit if you wear like a tank top or something like that? Don't they have issues if you show a little bit too much skin? I guess a lot of gyms would, or some gyms would. Remember, settle down, make some sick fucking gains. Shut the fuck up and go to the fucking gym. Drop that in the comments below. STFU, GTTFG. Shut the fuck up. Go to the fucking gym. Drop that in the comments below. We talked a little bit about overtime. Not only that, Monday, May 2nd, 12 noon Eastern time, we have our next accountability meeting with new releases. Be there for that Monday. For members only, join in the fam. Again, SwoleNormusX.com. We talked about the overtime segment. We have that coming up at the end of today's episode. And also, here is our Swole event calendar for the month of May. A big month of May. So on Sunday, May 8th, we have our 6 years of Swole party. We also, the following week on Sunday, we have P3S3 dropping, episode 22 Hundo for 24 hours. We have our P3S3 release. And Monday, May 30th, Balls Deep for Summer, major release party. Be there for that. All available for members. So go and check us out, SwoleNormusX.com. Big time events. And also, Nick was talking about his brand new Toxic Muscularity shirt. Use code DailySwole for 10% off. Check that out over there at papaswolio.com. Got some new colors, new designs. Time to stock up. Time to flex your sick fucking gains. Flex them. All right, more questions. Drop in the comments down below. Hashtag AskPapaSwolio. This one's from Instagram again, BR_Mo2. How can I burn the fat faster? You know we got for you, Mo.
Matt Damon. You're not making this easy on me, boy.
Come on, Mo. Come on. How, H-A-W, can I burn the fat faster? Enough with the fast shit, fam. Throw it to the curb. Kick it to the curb. It's Friday. Feff the fast shit. Anything fast is nonsense, right? Anything fast is pretty much, okay, I'm looking for a shortcut. If I'm talking fast, you're looking for a shortcut. You got to throw that out the window. Fuck the fast shit. Nothing worth having is ever done fast, is it? Building a business, slow. Raising children properly, slow. Making sick fucking gains, slow. Working on your nutrition, refining your habits, slow. But it's slow and steady. It's effort every day. It's incrementally making that progress, but it's slow. Nothing happens fast. Doesn't mean you can't do it more efficiently. Doesn't mean you can't do it and maybe relative to doing it wrong, you got to the answer faster, but it's still going to take you a lot of time. So it's really irrelevant. Like how fast it takes as long as you're moving in the right direction. Matthew, not going to lie, I'm having one burger per week. Is that good enough? What do you mean by that? I love grass-fed beef. I mean, I have meat every day pretty much. Yeah, pretty much every day unless I'm fasting. So good enough in terms of what? Like you're asking me if I should have more, or do you think a burger is bad? If you're eating good meat, I mean, I don't put the bun on it. I'm not putting all these other condiments. I mean, I'm making it myself. So you can have the ground beef. You can make it into patties. You can have it in chunks. You can make it in different ways. Ooh, Heather, I theft my job, so now I'm able to make more live streams. Shut the fuck up and go to the fucking gym. All right. Well, you still got to do what you got to do. So I'm not saying, look, you don't have to quit your job to check out the podcast. I mean, we got replays too. So, but I'm happy that you're here. Ryan, Papa Swole, can you eat peanut butter during the elimination diet? I personally don't eat peanut butter. I don't eat legumes or beans, or I try to keep my omega-6s and linoleic acid to a minimum. But when it comes to any food, the elimination diet is really just the process of you eliminating food sources or food categories or different types of foods so you can reset your body. That way you can test foods one at a time. Some foods, here's the thing, some foods, so it really doesn't matter. Like, so any food you can do that. Any food you can eliminate. So the elimination diet and what we have inside the kitchen when you join the SwoleFam, we have it so you can, look, you can do one food at a time. You could do partial elimination or you could do a full elimination. I always recommend people do a full elimination. If you're going to do it right, do it right. Like if you're going to do it right. But you're not going to necessarily get all the information that you need if you're only doing a partial elimination. So if you're only eliminating 2 different types of foods, let's say you're eliminating bread and dairy, but you're still drinking soda, you're still eating ice cream, or I guess that's dairy too, but you know what I mean, candy or other things, you still have problems. It's not that effective. You're still gonna have issues that might be masked by multiple different foods. You want to isolate which things don't work well for you. And when you first do an elimination diet, it's ideal to do like a categorical, just eliminate, like just blast and get rid of a lot of these things in across the board. That way you can add in specific foods one at a time. And when it comes to elimination, some foods are going to cause you hardcore inflammatory response. Some foods are going to be night and day. You eat this, you have a migraine, you eat this, you have crazy bloating, you know it right away. Some foods just don't necessarily benefit you. Okay, so there's a difference. Some things are going to be worse than others. But in my opinion, when you keep on refining and you keep on addressing your elimination, you keep on customizing and individualizing your nutrition, you want to opt for the foods that are going to help you perform the best. So you might find like there are certain foods that I can eat that I just kind of like, meh, like give or take. I can eat a food, feel all right. I can eat a food and it doesn't really make me feel great. It doesn't make me feel bad. It just kind of fills my stomach up. I want to eat foods that are going to help me perform the best. So it's really important for me to focus on foods that are really going to be a positive, that are going to be, so if I have a choice of, let's see, it doesn't matter. Let's say you feel better with a sweet potato than you do with white rice. So eating white rice isn't necessarily going to be a detriment for you. Maybe you don't feel terrible when you eat that, but you feel great when you have a sweet potato. So maybe you should opt for, and a lot of times naturally people will do this, but you want to opt for the foods that make you feel better, that help you perform better. That's really important rather than just eating things to fill a macro or to fill some stomach space. You know what I'm saying? So doing an elimination diet and customizing it for you, I'm trying to stay more away from like, you shouldn't eat this, you shouldn't do this, because personally, I don't think people should be sucking down peanut butter like crazy. I don't think it's good for people. I think it has a lot of issues that a lot of people just want to ignore because you grew up eating it. So you have this like fundamental attachment to it. But personally, I just don't think it's beneficial. But at the same time, you need to test that stuff out for yourself and it's your life. So if you understand that what you eat is really what you're comprised of and what you eat can trigger so many positives or so many negatives in your life, then you can start addressing it honestly. You just need to be an honest broker with yourself. Being in denial that a food that you're consuming is harmful for you doesn't help you at all. It doesn't affect me at all. You can eat whatever the fuck you want. But at the same time, if you want optimal results, then you should get serious and honest with yourself. Oh, there you go, Michelle. Thank you. I agree. Papa's Wall's looking great, coming along. I know, and I haven't added a card in a couple days. I mean, from this camera angle, it's pretty much done as far as all of you are concerned. I just really need to get a couple more, but it's going to be done right. So I got to get the bottom part and go all the way across at the top here. So it's coming along. It's coming along slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. I missed a question before I saw it. Jardel, Papa Swole, what are your thoughts on people getting, very nice, gastric bypass surgery? I mean, I'm not a fan of it. I think it's an excuse. I think it's a detour around actually addressing the root cause of the issue. Obviously, it comes into context. I mean, some people are just so far gone that it's just such an extreme undertaking for habitual change. And your stomach can stretch back out. A lot of people regain the weight right away. The problem with that is that it doesn't change your habits. It doesn't change people's habits. All you're doing is trying to, you're putting a sleeve over it, or you're getting your stomach stapled, whatever. I'm sure there's different processes in which people do it. But it doesn't change your habits. It doesn't change your dopamine triggers. It doesn't change your lifestyle patterns. It doesn't change anything aside from literally interfering with your organs. So a lot of people gain the weight right back, unfortunately. I know it's helped people too, but it's not necessary. It's not required. That's for sure. But of course, context is so important. Context is so important. Hey, Matt Aoki, thanks for the bench press advice. I increased my bench 10 pounds. Also, thanks for the daily content and gym motivation. What's your thoughts on pre-workout? # go to the fucking gym. Indeed. Glad to hear it. Good for you. My thoughts on pre-workout. If you're going to get into that, look, you have to be careful, because in a lot of pre-workouts, there's stuff that's really untested. There's a lot of impurities in these products. A lot of them are just heavily caffeine based, which is very sketchy. I've been really ramping down my caffeine intake. I don't do a lot. I have a little bit of coffee in the morning when I train. So I don't do a lot of that stuff, but you can buy the raw ingredients. The raw ingredients in most of these pre-workouts are fine. Things like citrulline malate or betaine or agmatine or beta alanine. A lot of these things are, can be beneficial depending on the dose and depending on everything else that you're doing in your life. I mean, some of these pre-workouts are just very much so central nervous system stimulants. They'll have caffeine, they'll have all these other stimulants that really just get you wired up, and they can negatively affect your sleep at night. And a lot of people don't realize if you have caffeine in the afternoon, you're not going to sleep well at night. You need to be separating your caffeine intake like 10 to 12 hours before going to sleep, because it suppresses your adenosine in your brain, and that's going to negatively affect your ability to fall asleep at night. So people that drink a ton of caffeine or go to gym in the evening and take a pre-workout, it's going to negatively affect your ability to, your quality of sleep. Some people might say, I pass out, I fall asleep right away. You might, but you might not be getting actually quality deep sleep. So just because you're passing out from exhaustion doesn't mean that you're actually getting quality sleep. So in terms of a stimulant, I would make sure that you're doing some kind of like very low key. You don't need concentrated anhydrous, caffeine anhydrous, which is just powder caffeine. A little bit of black coffee is just fine. I do like raw honey. I'll have maybe a tablespoon or two sometimes of raw honey before my workout. So I do that too. Some options there too. If you're getting great sleep, you're not going to need a ton of a boost like that. Yeah. I mean, having them later in the afternoon or in the evening, it's sketchy. It's sketchy. But if you don't do a lot of these stimulants, coffee should be fine. Quality black coffee. Let's see. Heather, are you going to get portraits of the new pups as well? Actually, I had an idea. If I do, it might just be like one next to each other, and I'll just cover up some of the other Swole cards on the wall. I had an idea. I wanted to get a design of all three of them for the apparel store. So I had some ideas there, Heather. Yeah, it's a good call. I did have some ideas. For show. I did. All right, let's see. Red Feather. Papa Swole, do you think fast food should be illegal? No, I don't. I really don't think most anything should be illegal. I hope for a cultural shift where people actually understand. And here's the thing, it needs to come from the people. If people understand that this shit is poison, it's addictive garbage, and they stop buying it, guess what's going to happen? They're going to stop selling it. They're going to close down a lot of the stores. If people stop eating McDonald's, what's McDonald's going to do? They're going to have to change their products or shut down stores. So it's supply and demand. A lot of times the supply is going to determine the demand. If you put a McDonald's on every corner, more people are going to go to them and more people are going to get hooked on that shit. So I don't think it should be illegal. I just think people shouldn't eat it. And then the problem, the free market will solve itself. But no, I don't think it should be illegal. I saw I saw in the news they were saying something about banning menthol cigarettes. I'm like, they shouldn't ban. Get the fuck out of our lives. The government needs to get the fuck out of our lives. Don't ban things. Stop banning shit. Stop it. Let people make their choices. You just need to but you can't look, what you can't do is limit who can say what. You need to allow people to talk back against this shit. I don't mind if it exists, but you can't ban people that say this shouldn't exist. Like, you need to let people communicate. You need to let discourse occur. So you can't be flagging people and censoring people. But I think people should make their own choices. And if people want to buy and consume garbage, fuck it. Obviously, they will. But hopefully we can improve people's education so they make better choices. I don't think it should be illegal. I mean, maybe, look, I don't want to make anything illegal, but high fructose corn syrup, like a lot of these things, a lot of this stuff, fucking not, it just shouldn't exist, period. Like, we shouldn't be creating this garbage. So it shouldn't be illegal, but we certainly shouldn't be making it. Matthew, what do you think of homemade protein shakes? I have not yet got the chance to purchase protein powder. What could I use in the meantime? I mean, eat food. You just need to be getting in enough protein during the day. So you don't need a protein powder. It's not required. Homemade protein shakes? I mean, as opposed to what? What do you mean? What kind of protein shakes are you talking about?
Because.
Come on. What protein shakes are you talking about? What you talking about? What are you talking about? Come on. I mean, aren't all protein shakes kind of homemade? Like if you take the powder and shake it up? All right, Wayne Winkler. We'll go balls deep in a second. And then we're going into overtime. Papa Swolio, how to find lost inspiration, Papa. I used to be really passionate, but now, ? You might have to do some soul searching. Brain gains meditation can be very beneficial. I mean, inspiration, if you have a purpose, if you have a reason, if you have your why, that's in the 7 pillars. So I would check out the 7 pillars ebook and the Beyond 7 pillars ebook, swolenormousx.com. But if you know why you're doing something, that should be your inspiration. If you have kids, there's your inspiration right there. So you have to understand why you're doing something. You have to find your purpose. A lot of people are, and this is the problem with our society today, is when you go through the education system and you're just brainwashed, you're told what to think, spit this back, get a good grade, say this, because if you don't say this, you're going to fail and you have to pass. Otherwise, if you fail, you can't go to here, you can't go to school, you can't give us more money, you can't get more debt. If your entire education, which is quote unquote education, it's really indoctrination, it's really just regurgitation. You're not taught how to think. Like you don't understand how to, you just become disconnected from your own life. You get disconnected from any kind of like self-reflection or self-education or just your own personal growth. It's kind of like you're just that garden or that flower inside you just gets like snuffed out. So you really used to be really passionate, but now, like, I don't know what you're talking about in general. I don't know if you're talking about the gym, Wayne, but it sounds like you need to, take care of yourself. And a lot of times you're raised in our society, or a lot of people are raised, right? Anything that you do for yourself is selfish. And I like taking that back. I like taking selfish back. I think it's good to be selfish. I think doing something for yourself isn't automatically selfish. I think that's what you're taught in school. And that's what you're taught by the media. It's like, you're doing something for yourself, you're selfish, you need to give. No, you need to take care of yourself. That's pillar number 4. Pillar number 4 is fill your own cup. Recovery, it's fill your own cup. You can't pour from an empty cup. If my cup is empty, I can't pour it. If you're not taking care of yourself, how can you take care of your children? How can you take care of your spouse or your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your parents? Like, how can you care for other people if you're not caring for yourself? You can to a point, but you're going to be an empty shell and you're going to be drained. It's fulfilling to give to other people. It's fulfilling to take care of other people, but not without taking care of yourself first. I just think you shouldn't be sacrificing yourself. You should be taking care of yourself so you can be more effective and more efficient at giving to others. And then it's fulfilling. And then because, it makes you more whole. So it's not about motivation, right? Motivation's bullshit. I always say that. People ask about having motivation or keeping motivation, but motivation is just an emotion. So the words that Wayne is using that's not necessarily what he means, but inspiration or motivation, feeling like it, you're not going to feel like it all the time. Like, it doesn't matter if I feel like it. I'm going to train because it's time to train. I'm training today because today I train. It's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do what I need to do because it's today and I'm going to do it. It's responsibilities, it's discipline, it's doing shit that you don't want to do because you need to do it and you know you should do it, so you do it. And then you feel good about it, right? There's never a workout that I regret. If I have a workout and I don't feel like doing it, but I do it anyway, maybe I modify it or I adjust it if I'm sore and I just get something done, I still feel great afterwards. But I think a lot of people in our society are raised to think that you should sacrifice everything about yourself because someone else doesn't have anything. It's like, well, then they need to fucking get theirs then. They need to step the fuck up and get after it too. Like, you can't save the entire world. You can't, like with the Elon Musk thing, like he could have stopped world hunger. No, he couldn't have. You know, one person, just take the money here, just shotgun it out there. What's he going to do? Shotgun $44 billion out of one of those t-shirt cannons at a basketball game? Just shoot money into the fucking sky. That'll solve world hunger because all it is just paper money. It's fiat. It's fucking worthless. All the systems and the supply chains and the politics and it's just, there's so much more that goes into that. You just can't just stop world hunger. That's never going to happen. People are going to be hungry. People are going to be starving. No one's ever going to be equal everywhere, right? No one's ever going to have an equal starting point. We need to give more people opportunities, but we're never going to have equal outcome. We're never going to have equal starting points. It's never going to happen. So this whole leftist communist approach to everything that we're seeing pervasive in our society, it's fucking bullshit. It's never going to fucking happen. It's never going to happen. It's just a loser. It's never going to fucking happen. It's never going to happen. The number one thing that we need to do is progress our society, because guess what? When we move our society forward together with a meritocracy, guess what? More industry is created, more wealth is created, and that trickles down. The poorest people in our country are wealthier than the kings of 500 years ago. Like, the poorest person that has air conditioning is still wealthier than someone like it's just, we have amazing technology at our fingertips. So it brings everyone forward, but no one wants to think about that because, oh, you're being mean and selfish or you don't care about people. It's like, we have to fucking move forward. We have to keep on bringing our society. We will bring people with us. And that will allow people with, you know, these major, with all the wealth that they're creating to give more people jobs, to create more technology that will help more people, and so on and so forth. Like, we have an abundance of food. We have obese, homeless people. Like, we have overabundance. We have more than what we fucking need. We have so much waste. We waste so much energy. We waste so much food. It's just people don't understand how this actually works because the talking points aren't popular. You don't get reelected with some of these talking points, but it's the truth. Once people start looking at the truth and like, oh, we should look at what's actually going on, then we can actually get shit done. But it doesn't sound nice. It sounds mean. It sounds like, oh, my feelings. Well, then shut down all the energy production and we'll all just fucking, I don't know, put a windmill in our yard and die. So it's like, there's a lot of just stupid people out there. Just ignorant. Ignorant. Let's see. Jardel, where do you actually always get the videos from during Balls Deep? Oh, all over the interwebs, like the darkest portions of the interwebs. Some dark places out there, my man. There's some dark places on Reddit, on TikTok. Like, my For You page is like fucking disaster on TikTok. It's funny as shit. There's some funny stuff, but all over the place. TikTok, Instagram, Reddit, all these different places. All these different places. All right. We are ready. Let's go balls deep, fam. Let's do it. That's deep. All right. Here we go. Welcome to the fucking Sleazecast. It's time to go balls deep. Beaches, let's do this. We got two little text posts, and then we're going to do a couple videos, and then we're going to go balls deep. So this one is from an account on Twitter. It's called Lara's Losing It. Lara's losing it. Let's see what she's losing.
What's in the box?
Maybe her mind? Let's find out. All right, Lara writes, or Laura, even a slight calorie deficit. Not sure what she wrote it like that. She wrote it with like alternating lowercase capital letters. I hate that shit. Even a slight calorie deficit can lead to weight cycling, preoccupation with food, body dissatisfaction. Is that what we're calling it now? Body dissatisfaction? Disordered eating and any other negative health outcome associated with any diet out there. Yes, even a small calorie deficit with the intent of weight loss is in fact a diet. Well, let me tell you something. Lara's losing it. Laura, maybe you're talking about your IQ, but it's not looking good for you. I didn't know they
stack shit that high.
Yes, everyone's on a diet. Understand that a diet is just what you consume. So I have a diet, you have a diet, and everyone has a diet. So maybe you should. I think more people in this fucking world, especially this country, should have the intent of weight loss. You know why? Because they're so fucking fat. People are so fucking fat. That's why you need to lose weight. Because you're so stupid.
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think.
Keeping those cookies. Yeah, exactly. Keeping those cookies at 2 a.m., Laura. No one cares. No one cares. By the way, so how many of you saw that customer of size video that I posted on Instagram? Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. That same video, you ready for this? And that was how many of you saw it? Because I don't know, I don't have it right here with me, but how many of you saw that? Customer of size. We've talked about it here, but I did a video and I posted it on Instagram. So if you saw that, it was very, I didn't swear. I don't think I swore. It was very nice. I mean, it was very factual. It was just real talk, right? I didn't say anything bad. That video got flagged. It got banned on TikTok for bullying and harassment. Bullying and harassment. All I said was, if you're taking up 2 seats, you're taking a space from someone else. You're looking for advantages rather than solving the problem. And I said, guess what? If you solve the problem, you only need to buy 1 seat, fam. That's literally what I said. It got banned for bullying and harassment. So I appealed it. Like I can't even cover these fucking topics and not swear. There's no way I can cover this shit that doesn't piss someone off. Community guidelines about bullying and harassment. Look, let me tell you something. It's not bullying and harassment if your feelings are hurt. Just because the facts hurt your feelings doesn't mean that it's bullying. It's not bullying if you don't like something. It's not harassment. Think of the words there, bullying and harassment. Those are serious allegations, aren't they? They used to be. They used to be a serious thing to say. You're harassing me. That used to mean something. It used to mean something that you were being harassed. Now it's like bullying and harassment. Why? Because I mentioned that Southwest fucking Airlines has a customer of size policy and that you wouldn't need to take 2 fucking seats for your fat fucking ass if you solved the problem to begin with. How is that bullying and harassment? I didn't say it like that either. But that's the reality. I said, if you solve the problem, you only need 1 fucking seat. And that was too much for TikTok. Now, I've had other videos get banned on Instagram as well. I had another video, and most of these videos that get banned, they're duets or they're stitches. In other words, I'm using someone else's content and just making a couple facial expressions or adding to it. Another video got flagged for minor safety. Like my video was a danger to minors, yet the original video is still there. I did absolutely nothing in the video. It was like a stitch and some chiropractor was like poking around someone's butthole. Yeah, I didn't make the video, yet mine got flagged for minor safety. Yeah, I'm a danger to fucking minors. I didn't even make the goddamn video. It is a toxic dump. It is a toxic dump on TikTok, but you know, business is business and I got to use it. It's fucking terrible. It was so bad. It was so bad. Anyway, if you want to see the video, it's on my Instagram page and it just says, you'll see it. It's like in the thumbnail. It says customer of size. If you watch that video, you'll see it's nowhere close to what I normally say. Bullying and harassment. All right. Dr. Rachel Fuckhead Milner. See, I keep on getting that name wrong. Dr. Rachel loves that doctor there because it makes her sound like she knows something, which she doesn't. She writes, there was a recent tragic event in Orlando in which a teenage boy died on an amusement park ride. We covered it on the show, I believe. That was awful. He was obese. I mean, I think there were some mistakes. I mean, he shouldn't have been on that ride. That's for damn sure. I don't know how that turned out, but he was morbidly obese to begin with, which is sad to start. There are stories blaming his weight. Like this, come on. Did you guys see this story? This kid was huge. He shouldn't have been on that ride, period. There's no fucking way he should have been on that ride, but he was morbidly obese. There are stories blaming his weight, the ride operators, and lack of oversight. That's not how you write the word. It's not hyphen S-I-T-E. It's not, you don't even know how to spell. Okay. And lack of oversight with a hyphen over hyphen sight. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Dr. Rachel, do you understand how the English language works? You don't even know how to spell the word oversight. Oh, God. Okay. All right. How do you have a doctor in what, right? Really? And definitely not a medical MD, but oversight. Fucking use the goddamn language, please. And lack of oversight. I can't even say it without wanting to punch myself in the taint. Lack of oversight, but I haven't seen anything blaming the architects and builders of the ride who couldn't be bothered to build a ride that was safe for fat bodies. Oh my God, this chick is such an idiot. If they prioritize building a ride to accommodate all bodies, the boy might still be alive. Okay, can someone... Obviously, she doesn't have her doctorate in physics. Obviously, she doesn't know anything about physics. There's a limit to like how big you can make a plane, for example. You can't just make a plane 4 times the size and have it fly, if you didn't know. Like, there's a limit to how much mass you can effectively lift off the ground, X, Y, and Z. Like, it's physics. You can't just make a ride that can hold fatter people. Then maybe the ride wouldn't be able to exist. It would break apart. It would have to be too large. It would be unable. It would be unstable. It would be, it wouldn't be cost effective to build. There's a lot of different reasons, but things like gravity exist, and you can't just make a ride bigger. You can't just make a plane bigger. It takes a lot of fuel and planning and efficiency. Like, I love how everyone says in the comments of whenever I make a video about the customer size and planes, like, well, they could make the seats a little bit bigger. But then these fucking bitches are going to complain, well, my seat went up $100. Yeah, what do you think is going to happen? If a plane can only have 75 seats as opposed to 200, yeah, they're all going to be more expensive. That's right. That's right. You're going to pay more for your flight. Are you okay with that? You're going to complain that the flights are too expensive then. So shut up and just take care of your health. They're made for humans. Why do you keep on getting bigger? Why do you keep on getting larger? How come these planes were fine 20 years ago, but they're not fine now? Because you just don't stop fucking eating. How come your fat ass can't fit on a plane seat? It fits a lot of humans just fine. Why are you wider than you are tall? Why are you so wide? Why? Because you don't sleep, you eat garbage food, you don't exercise, and beyond. And you haven't done that for 30 years, and you wonder why. Then you're going to complain about not getting seatbelt extenders large enough. The seatbelt extenders are now not large enough. Like, they're literally giving the straps for the actual plane. Like, they're giving like mechanic strap, like winches. Like, hey, we got these from the from the luggage department. That's ridiculous. Yeah, or pay more. Go in first class. All right, Dr. Rachel Milner. All right, we all know about, we got the whole face thing going on here.
God damn it, I don't know what it is about your face.
Yeah.
But I want to deliver one of these right in your suck hole.
Is there anything I can do to work on that?
No, not really. It's your face.
Yeah, and that's another point. I mean, if you're really obese and you go on a ride, you know how they have to evenly balance a ride. Have you ever been on a ride like that where there's not enough people to fill up every single seat and they have to place people in certain areas? Like, there's a reason why they have to do that so the ride doesn't become imbalanced and jeopardize everyone's life. So if you have like 3 people that weigh 100 pounds on the left and someone who's like 600 pounds on the right, that's going to be an imbalanced ride. You're not necessarily going to be able to do it unless you have people properly spaced. So you can't just put people anywhere on these fucking rides. Why do we have to say these things? Like, it's just so fucking obvious. She writes, I cannot imagine the pain and the grief the family and the friends of the teenager who died are going through. Yeah. All right. Sure. You're such a kind person, so compassionate. It's always the most compassionate people that are fucking sinister and evil. May his memory be a blessing to them always. Oh, shut up. This story is another reminder that anti-fat bias kills. Fuck you. Stop grifting off someone's death. If the people who designed and built the ride prioritized fat people being able to have fun and enjoy rides with their friends, Jesus Christ, it's possible this tragic loss would have been prevented. Yes, it's their fault for not making a ride built for 450-pound people. It's the fucking person who was operating the ride that didn't see, holy shit, this thing wouldn't close. This kid is so fucking obese. You must be this tall and this wide to get on the ride. It wasn't the designers of the ride. It was everything else probably. And I don't know the latest on that, but obviously from the pictures, that kid should not have been on that ride. Anyway, it's a tragedy. So stop fucking pretending like you give a shit about that kid's life. You don't, Rachel. Goddamn twat. Okay. Imagine if she put, Rusty Laser, if she put half the effort making these posts towards any sort of fitness, she probably wouldn't be obese. Imagine she spends all day on Twitter and then you could literally have done a full-blown workout and eaten a steak and saved us our ear holes. Are you ready for a video? Who's ready?
Crucifixion is good. Out of the door, line on the left, 1 cross each.
1 cross each. Ooh, Inception Papa. All right, let's get this over here. Oopsies. Scroll here. All right, we got a couple of videos. And of course, we got some overtime. So let's see how many we can get through. Maybe get through 1 or 2. Let's see what we got here. Drop a number, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Let's see how large these are or how long they are. You ready? Number 1, number 2, number 3, or number 4. Michelle's got a comment. My boyfriend is 6'2". He finds flying uncomfortable because he's tall. Does that mean he should get free seats and bump other people? Are planes tall phobic? Oh my God. You know what the thing is? I'm sure he doesn't complain. He just doesn't like flying, or he gets first class, or he just deals with it, right? But he didn't choose to be 6'2". People don't choose to be like 7 feet tall. They choose to be 450 fucking pounds. You're like, well, I didn't choose this. You certainly did. It's all your lifestyle habits. You know, what are you going to do? Blame your boyfriend's growth hormone? Like, you're pituitary when you were growing. When you were younger, how dare you grow to be 6'2"? All right, hashtag STFU, shut the fuck up, and GTTFG, shut the fuck up, go to the fucking gym. We'll give that card away in just a few moments. Let's do Heather Marie Austin, number 2. All righty.
I got hairy legs.
We know. We assume you have hairy legs. You're like an 85-year-old dude. You probably should have hairy legs. All right, number 2 says, Heather, this is called Jesus Christ. No, it's not called that, but... Okay, this is called Is Fat Disease? Yeah.
I don't really understand why this person left this comment here, but I thought I would address that being...
Okie dokie. This is unfortunate for all of us. The comment on TikTok she's responding to, I think it's a she, can't tell. Being fat is not a disease, dear. I mean, it's a component of just overall dis-ease. Anyway, let's just play it.
I don't really understand why this person left this comment here, but I thought I would address that being fat
Please do.
Actually is a disease now in the United States.
No shit, should be.
In 2013, the American Medical Association decided to vote on a measure that would classify being fat or obesity as a disease. The American Medical Association's own committee of doctors urged the AMA to not classify obesity as a disease.
What are we doing here?
But the AMA basically went against what their committee of doctors had recommended and decided to classify obesity as a disease.
Did she just say the same thing 3 fucking times? Like, I still have no idea what you're trying to get across. Take care of your health and you won't even have to make these TikToks. Like, what are we doing here? What the fuck are we doing here?
That required prevention and treatment. Honestly, just a cash grab, just a way to sell people more drugs, sell people more operations. So yeah.
I give it a 10. A 10. A fucking 10.
Oh my God, that was unexpected, but I had to lean into it.
Random person. Ooh. I have no idea why you're commenting that, but at least in the US, being fat is a disease.
Great.
Calling obesity a disease essentially built the weight loss industry as we know it today.
Okay, tell me you're fat without telling me you're fat.
Like really summarized version, but highly recommend reading this article. I will put the link, or at least the URL.
Okay, we don't care. We don't care. All right, there we go. Done. Thanks, Heather. Thanks, Heather, for that one. My God, what a fucking waste of time. Jesus Christ. Talk more with saying less. Does anyone know what the hell she said? Being fat is a disease. It's not good to have. Look, having fat, eating fat, it's normal. Like being wider than you all are tall, it's not. It's not good. Okay, we know how to get rid of it. We know what to do. It's not healthy. It's a byproduct of terrible lifestyle habits. Just fucking do better for yourself. Thank you, Christopher. Holy shit, just hopped on just in time for that belly rip. Solid 15. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
I gave it a 10. A fucking 10.
Yeah. Yeah, right? Heather, I suck. No, you don't suck. Look, Heather, you're literally like, when you choose a number for the balls deep portion, it's like, let me choose. You're choosing like the best piece of shit in a huge pile of shit. You're not going to win. There's nothing to win. There's no like, oh man, I got a good one. It's like you're trying to pick like the least stanky piece of shit out of a huge pile of shit. So it's like, all right, a 7? You're French? Yeah, you're a fucking asshole. A 7. There's no way that was a 7. There's no way that was a 7, Matt. Bullshit. Boo. Fuck you. All right, let's do number 1, number 2, or number 3. Number 1.
Switch the samples.
Number 1, number 2, or number 3. I suck. Number 1, number 2, or number 3. Number 1, number 2, or number 3.
And that's the way, I like it. Casey on the Sunshine Band.
That's a huge bitch.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, there's no Michelle. Everyone hurts collectively after. There's no good answer. Let's go. Let's go from down under. Annika Skulanda numero. Let's see if this number 2 is better. Annika to the main stage. Annika, hold your breath. Get in the pool, Annika. All right. Number 2. This one's called Medical Gaslight. I love the titles. Oh, Jesus. That's a rough start. All right, this is a stitch. Okay, so this is, it doesn't seem like it's going to take, all right, there's text on the screen, so if you're just listening or you're just watching, it says, stitch this with one of your worst medical gaslighting experiences. So this first image is like, what is that? She looks like one of those like Chinese AI fake people. You know how they make these accounts, they're completely artificial intelligence, and they have like hundreds of thousands of followers, and it's not even a real person, it's all AI. This is like the scariest, this is the scariest thing Jesus Christ.
Stitch this and tell me one of your worst medical gaslighting experiences.
Oh, Jesus.
So basically, since day one, I've had like debilitating menstrual pain.
Okay. If you're just listening, this woman is morbidly obese. She's got a weird off-centered lower lip piercing dermal thing. And of course, she's got a septum piercing. So I just want people to be on the same page so you know what you're dealing with.
I have passed out from period cramps more times than I can count. Most days on my period, all I can do is just lay in bed and cry. Like, especially on the first couple of days. My period's only 4 days long, but even so.
Okay, pause here. We know for a fact that if you're super unhealthy, it's going to be a lot harder. You're going to have a rough time with all aspects of your life. So she obviously does not take care of her health. She obviously does not eat properly. She obviously does not exercise. She obviously does not take care of her body. And it's unfortunate because she's making these symptoms exaggeratedly worse. We know this. We know this. I mean, I've trained so many women when they get healthier, when they eat better. It's just so much better around their, when they have their cycle. So anyway, let's continue.
So I was probably 12 or 13 when this happened. My mom was really worried about how much pain I was in on my period. So she took me to see my doctor, who was a pediatrician.
This is supposed to be a story about medical gaslighting, so I bet you the pediatrician was like, you are obese as a child. I don't know, I'm just waiting for this.
And she essentially told me, fellow fat menstruating humans probably already know where this is going. She just told me to take a Tylenol, lose weight, and suck it up. Like, those weren't her exact words, but she did tell me to basically just suck it up.
And did you?
Yeah, and when I told her pain medication didn't work, she was just like, oh well, lose weight.
Lose weight. So you didn't like the answer that the doctor said. Now look, I'm not saying that just lose weight. If that was actually what was said, that's not the best advice. Like, there's nothing, that's the problem. I don't know if that's pediatrician or whatever, but there's nothing actionable there, right? It's nothing actionable. It's like lose weight. Sure, that's the outcome, but change your lifestyle habits. Maybe stop eating Lunchables or eating Funyuns or drinking Capri Sun instead of water. Like, maybe some of those things would be better advice. So yeah, I mean, doctors are not equipped with proper exercise. They're really not equipped with proper health and like lifestyle information. But the outcome, that's what they were telling you. Like, hey, take the necessary precautions and steps in order to result in you not being so fat. You didn't like what the doctor said, so it's medical gaslighting. No, it's not. It's the doctor fucking telling you something and you ignoring it because you didn't like you didn't like it. You didn't like it. You didn't like it. All right. Enough of that. Nick, I'll take things that never happened to the doctor's office for 400. Look, here's the thing. Maybe it did happen. Maybe it did happen. But usually it doesn't happen in the way that the story is told. What doctor does this? Here's a Tylenol, lose some weight, suck it up. Doctors don't really talk like that, now do they? What doctor talks like that? Here's a Tylenol, lose weight, suck it up. Don't think that doctors really said that. But at the same time, the doctor probably wasn't like, you should be cutting out inflammatory foods. You should be lifting weights. You should be blah, 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 going to sleep. You know, I'm not saying that happened, but yeah. I call bullshit on what actually happened, but you know, let's say that's generally the summary. You know, I said what I said, and you know, doctors aren't equipped with the actual information they can pass on, unfortunately. Yeah, Emma, what is wrong with this generation? Why is it normal to post a video about the most intimate details of your body? Am I taking crazy pills? No, you're not. The crazy pills are coming in the form of birth control in the fucking water, xenoestrogens and, you know, endocrine disruptors in our environment, and everything from deodorants and colognes and hairsprays and antibacterial bullshit, no sleep, social media, being brainwashed in school, like constantly being a state of fear and anxiety because of mainstream media. There's a lot of things going on, and people are using social media instead of sitting on a psychologist's couch. So yeah, there's that too. There's that too.
You fucking people.
But well said, Emma. I agree. All right. Someone's been watching too much House MD, right? Yeah. Here's a tunnel. Suck it up. I never watched that show, but I know I don't know. Whatever. Who cares? All right. We got another video or two. Let's see. Pick a number. One or two.
Matt Damon. And my existence, while grotesque and incomprehensible
Let's go, fam.
to you, saves lives.
Remember, hashtag STFUGTTFG. Shut the fuck up and go to the fucking gym. Do it. All right. Oh, this one was from, oh no, we did that one. Oh God, we did that one yesterday. Did we do this one? I don't think we did this one. All right, so we only have one. No, we only have one video left. We only have one video. All right, Cerny picked number one, so we'll blame this one on Cerny anyway. So it's only one more video. The other one I had in there was the transphobic pediatrician from yesterday. So we had four. I thought we had four. But we had three. Okay, fine. All right, we're safe. It's okay. It's okay, fam. I see you. All right. This one's called "Allowed to Have Bad Body Days." I feel like we did this one already. I don't think so. They start to blend together. So let's check it out.
One thing that I really need the rest of you skinny bitches to remember.
Oh, God, we didn't do this one yet. Oh, my God, that voice is grating. Jesus Christ.
Is that fat. One thing that I really need the rest of you skinny bitches to remember is that fat bitches are allowed to have bad body days because we have had a lifetime of bad body days.
Damn right, bitch.
We were literally trained. It's been ingrained to know. Oh, that sounded like slam poetry. Anyway,
No, it didn't.
We have literally been trained to know that our bodies are bad. We have been instilled with guilt and shame because there's more of us naturally. We are constantly physically and mentally dieting. We are constantly self-aware of every...
Physically and mentally dieting. That's an interesting way of saying you have low IQ. We are mentally dieting. Stop dieting. Stop mentally dieting.
Single move we make in every single possible situation because we know how people look at us. There is a completely different standard of living for fat people. So I would really, really, really like to stress that, especially for people who are like very outwardly in support of fat liberation and body positivity, that we're allowed to have bad body days. One day I wake up.
Bad body days. What, every day? Every day? You're allowed to have bad body. What is that supposed to mean? You're allowed to have bad body days. What is it? Is it Tuesday already? It's Friday. Does it end in day? You're allowed to have bad body days. Look, in my opinion, every day is a bad body day. It's a bad health day, unless you're taking care of yourself. So stop complaining and whining and bitching and moaning and get to fucking work. How is there a minute and 17 seconds left? What could you say after? What can you say next? That's good. Let's see if she saves it. I place my... I know where to place my bet.
And I'm like, I'm the hottest fucking thing you've ever seen in your life. Don't even come for me. Like, let me suffocate you with my fat roll. The next day, I'm like, I'm disgusting and I hate myself and I can't believe I thought I could do this. And like, I want to curl up and I want to hide. Yeah, no shit, I have those days. No shit, I have those days. Yeah. I have spent 26 years on this planet being told that that's how I should feel. So working against that and being...
No, that's just how you feel. You do that to yourself. Look, your feelings are your own, aren't they now? Like, can you stop blaming your feelings on other people? It's in your control. Feelings are something that you can control. Understand that. You can control your feelings. I'm not saying life is easy. Life is hard. It's not supposed to be easy. Just because you don't have control of your feelings, you don't meditate, you don't take care of yourself psychologically or physically, it doesn't mean it's someone else's problems. If someone else calls you a poo-poo head, it's your choice whether or not to cry yourself to sleep at night. Like, don't worry about what other people say. Stop blaming everyone else for your fucking problems.
Being pro body positivity and being fat positive and
gives you some purpose for the first time in your life and takes away the responsibility from you. And like, oh, it's diet culture. It's the patriarchy. It's everyone else but you. We get it.
Like having to unlearn that mindset and relearn a whole new lifestyle and a whole new self-confidence is fucking hard.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Changing a hashtag to fat positivity and fat liberation, that's not hard at all. That takes zero effort. That's why everyone does it. It's easier than actually eating properly and going to the fucking gym. It's easier. It's easier to change your hashtags and bitch and moan on TikTok than it is to actually put in some fucking work. It's not hard at all.
So when you see a fat bitch, a fat positive fat bitch,
looking at one,
have a bad day, let them have it. Period. That's it.
Let them have it. Okay, no, I won't let them have it. I won't let them have a bad day. I'm not going to let them have it. No, I won't have it. I won't have you have it. What are you talking about? Who's not letting you have a bad day? That's in your control. My God. Jesus Christ. Fuck. This is what happens. This is why people are so desperate for love and attention. They don't have any. I wonder why. Who wants to be around this in like real life?
Let them have it. Don't say like, oh, what happened to the body positivity, huh? Like that's not what we do here. That's not what we do here. There is a whole history of oppression behind that.
Oh shit. That's not what we do here. We like to wither and fucking, we like to saturate in our own misery. That's not what we do here. No, sir. No, sir. No, we don't do the positivity thing every day. Sometimes we like to wallow. We like to eat a whole fucking gallon of ice cream. We like to have we just cry ourselves to sleep with our Snuggie. God, gross.
And it needs to be remembered and recognized and validated. So if you see me
it needs to be remembered, recognized, and validated. Fuck you, validated. Oh, God. Validated.
A bad day, let me have a bad day, bitch. Don't try to fix it. I know. I've been having 26 years worth of bad body days. And I'm just now learning to love myself. And that's really, really, really hard to do. So, I don't know. I just felt like...
I agree.
It needed to be said.
No, it didn't. It stopped saying things. Get to fucking work. You've been having 26 years. Wait, hold on a second. She says 26? Hold on. I gotta listen. I apologize. Cover your ears.
If you see me have a bad day, let me have a bad day, bitch. Don't try to fix it. I know. I've been having 26 years worth of bad body days.
She's 26 years old? Holy shit. She could have said I'm 43. 26 years old. Bro. Yo, come on now. I don't know. There's what do you say after that? Okay. All right.
You need to stop being a lady. Quit worrying. You'll be back on your knees in no time.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Talk about it.
Emotional damage.
It's never them, right? It took me this long to love my body, to love myself. It's not easy. I mean, start by respecting yourself first and taking care of your body. Like, I mean, again, we're never going to have this information, but I say it a lot. Like, we're never going to get the morning. We're never going to get the play-by-play, right? We're never going to get the morning, like everything that they do every day. I would love to know what she does every day. I would love to know from the time she wakes up to the time she goes to sleep and her sleep quality. I want to know every single thing that she eats. I want to know every single thing that she does for a week. I mean, what do you think we're going to find? Not that we'd ever have that information. I say that a lot, but can you imagine what it would be from our standards, from like what we know is very effective that we all follow, like the 7 pillars and proper nutrition? Can you imagine what she actually does? No wonder you're fucking miserable. No wonder that other girl has a terrible, horrific period since when she was little. When she was going to her pediatrician, however old she was, 9, 10, 12, whatever it was, no fucking wonder. You've been told to lose weight, which means you've been fed. And it's sad. That means your parents fed you garbage. And a lot of times parents don't know because they weren't educated. They pass it on to their fucking kids with their DNA, and their DNA is scarred and, epigenetics and marked, and they're more predisposed to fat cells and storing fat, and plus bad habits when they're young and they're fat before puberty. That's terrible. And that really, sets them up like well beyond the starting line for the rest of their lives. But it's like, it's just, my God, it's always blaming someone else. I would love to know if you know every single thing that person does. You're blaming the doctor for saying that you should lose weight rather than like, who's teaching me terrible habits? My parents, and I'm still keeping those bad habits. What does she do every day? It's okay to have a bad body day, bitch. Stop telling me. I already know. I've been having 26 years of bad body days, bitch. Just let it have it. Just stop with the body positivity. I'm a bitch. We know you have bad days. I'm sure you have, like, every day is a bad day. Why don't you start doing something different? I'm sure she speaks for everyone. 26 years old, for fuck's sake. 26 years old. 26. 26. All right. 26 years old. All right, 26. Okay. Fam-wise, we have some fucking overtime coming up. Oh, baby. We're about to shift over into some OT. So here's the deal. We're going to raffle off the Swole card right now. And then we're going to head into Swole TV or your choice. You can put Swole TV up on your screen, or you can watch and listen to everything inside the private Telegram chat. So we are shifting into overtime. We're going to give away the Swole card right now, and then we're going to head into overtime. We got a couple throwbacks. Fucking awesome. Overtime is coming up shortly, so don't miss out on that. Let's give away today's motherfucking Swole card. Are you ready? STFU. Go to the fucking gym. Let's do this right now. Beaches, Falcon. I know. Take us away. Here we go. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. STFU, GTFG. GFUHEGGG. We got a winner! Heather Marie Austin, congratulations! Fan-fucking-tastic! And you selected a fucking balls deep post. Excellent. Shut the fuck up and go to the fucking gym. Heather picked the first video today. Fantastic. Congratulations on today's Swole card. Very well done. Congrats, Heather. Congratulations. Congratulations. You show up and you play. You have to play. You have to play to win. Congratulations. All right. So send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card. Let's see here. Swole card 2184. I can die now. No, you change your job. So you go, no, don't do that. Don't do that.
The little rascal has spirit.
She does have spirit. But you need to stay around because you still haven't gotten the card yet. We will send you the card. Send us an email, support@swolenormous.com, Swole card 2184, and your mailing address in the bio. The email will send you this card. Fam, we got overtime coming in just a couple moments. We got some piano cock, and then we're heading over into OT. So let's wrap this nut up. Falcon, take us away. Excellently. Well done. I know. Now here's the deal. As we're wrapping up, Beaches, you can head on over into Telegram. You can head on into Swole TV. You can do all that shit. But you can drop your Swole card, your soundboard request in the comments down below. I will take some requests. DJ Swolio in the motherfucking house.
Hadouken! Dodson, we've got Dodson here!
If you're on Telegram, you can make a request right now as well. I got you, fam. It's time for overtime.
Emotional damage.
I got hairy legs.
You switch the samples.
I am very willing to let the American public judge my physical and mental my physical as well as my mental fitness. You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Oh, it's time for OT. It's going down.
Prison on planet bullshit! The galaxy of this sucks camel dicks!
Oh, it's going down.
What the hell kind of country is this where I can only hate a man if he's white?
All day, baby. All day. All day.
So why don't you make like a tree and get out of here?
Are you crying? Are you crying? There's no crying in baseball!
Here we go. No hands, huh? All righty, beaches, we did it. Is a successful nut. The nut has been closed. Thank you, Lafroig. Thank you, Tessie and Falcon. Excellent. Well done. Fam, we are heading into overtime. Remember, the overtime segment will be saved and, of course, will be uploaded if you can't stay for the whole thing. If you can't catch it live, if you're a member, you can catch the replay inside Swole TV, but we're heading over there right now. And in just a couple moments, give you a little bit of time, but we will head over there probably like in 2 minutes. We'll get started in overtime in 3, 2, 1. So see you over there. SwoleNumberSX.com, and everyone, you can watch and chat. You can do it all inside the private Daily Swole Telegram chat. All that information, if you haven't yet joined the Daily Swole Telegram chat and you're a member, go to your homepage and you'll see the link right there on your home screen. So see you over there in overtime in 3, 2, schwam. See you there. Be